After 75, eating more eggs is not enough. If your muscles can't use protein well, you can lose strength even while you think you're eating healthy. If you want to stay healthy and independent as you age, hit that subscribe button right now. We share science-backed health tips like this every single day. For years, one pattern has shown up again and again. People blame age for every bit of weakness, but very often, that's not the whole story. Your body is still listening, your muscles are still trying to rebuild. They just need a stronger signal, better timing, and the right helpers at the table. Here's the thing, after 75, muscle loss speeds up if you don't act on it. Getting out of a chair feels harder, carrying groceries feels heavier, your balance gets a little worse, and it doesn't happen all at once, it happens quietly. That's why today I want to show you why one fruit deserves a spot right next to your protein and how to use it in a way that actually helps your body hold on to strength. Now, before we continue, tell me your age and where you're watching from in the comments. This helps us understand who we're helping. Here's what most people get wrong. They hear the word protein and they think only eggs, meat, or shakes matter. Respectfully, that advice is incomplete. After 75, your muscles don't respond to food the same way they did at 45. This is called anabolic resistance. That just means your muscles have become a little stubborn. Not broken, but harder to wake up. Think of it like trying to start an old car on a cold morning. The key still works, but the engine needs more help. Protein is the key. But your body also needs the spark. That's where the right fruit comes in. And let me be clear, no fruit is literally 1 million times higher in protein than eggs. A large egg has about 6 grams of protein. 1 cup of guava has about 4 grams. So this is not about beating eggs gram for gram. It's about what helps your body use protein better. A 2020 study from the University of East Anglia found that older adults with higher vitamin C intake had greater skeletal muscle mass. Women with sufficient blood vitamin C had 3.4% higher muscle mass measures than those with low levels. Men also did better. That matters, doesn't it? So the surprise is not fruit instead of protein, but fruit with protein. Not eggs alone, but eggs with the right support. And the fruit that stands out most here is guava. Number 5, guava. Most people think fruit is just sugar, but actually guava is more like a little repair kit. 1 cup gives you around 4 grams of protein, about 377 milligrams of vitamin C, plus fiber and potassium. That vitamin C matters because your body uses it to help make collagen, which is a support structure for muscle, and carnitine, which helps turn food into energy. Picture your muscle like a brick wall. Protein gives you the bricks, but vitamin C helps the workers mix the cement and keep the structure from falling apart. Without enough of it, the job gets sloppy. And when you're over 75, sloppy rebuilding is exactly what you can't afford. A 2024 meta-analysis supported by Shinhan University found that higher fruit and vegetable intake was linked to a 39% lower risk of sarcopenia, which is age-related muscle loss. That doesn't mean guava is magic. It means your muscles like a better environment, less stress, more support, better repair. So how do you use it? Keep it simple. Eat half a guava or 1 small guava with breakfast, or eat 1 cup of chopped guava with a protein food. Try it with 3/4 cup of Greek yogurt, which gives about 15 to 17 grams of protein, or with 1 cup of cottage cheese, which gives about 24 to 28 grams. If you like smoothies, blend 1 cup guava with 1 cup kefir for about 8 to 10 grams of protein, then add extra Greek yogurt if you need more. Can you see the pattern? The fruit is not replacing the protein, it is riding alongside it. And if you can't find guava where you live, use kiwi, oranges, strawberries, or even red bell pepper with your meal. Guava is the star here, but the real lesson is vitamin C-rich produce paired with protein. But wait until you see number 4. Quick question. Have you noticed weaker legs, slower walking, or more trouble getting out of a chair? Comment yes or no below. Number 4. Breakfast beats dinner. Most people think a big protein dinner fixes everything, but actually your muscles are not a savings account. You can't ignore them all day, then make one giant deposit at night and expect great results. A 2021 study from Waseda University found that women aged 65 and older who got more protein at breakfast had better muscle function. In the same line of research, morning protein intake was linked with better muscle mass and better grip strength. Why would breakfast matter so much? Because your muscles are more ready to listen earlier in the day, especially after the overnight fast. Think of breakfast like watering a dry plant first thing in the morning. Do it early and the whole day goes better. Wait too long and the plant droops. So what should you do? Aim for 25 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast. Not 5 grams, not 8 grams. A real amount. 2 eggs give you about 12 grams. That's a start, but not enough by itself for many adults over 75. So build from there. Try 2 eggs plus 3/4 cup Greek yogurt and half a cup of guava. That gets you close to 28 to 30 grams. Or try 1 cup cottage cheese with chopped guava and a handful of nuts. Or 1 cup kefir, 1/2 cup Greek yogurt, and guava blended into a smoothie. A 2020 report from the University of Birmingham also found that older adults often spread protein poorly across the day and tend to underdo it earlier, especially at lunch. That means the problem is not always total protein, sometimes it's timing. Have you been eating toast and coffee for breakfast, then hoping dinner will rescue you? That's exactly where many people go wrong on it. If your appetite is low in the morning, don't force a huge meal. Start smaller. Try half a cup of Greek yogurt, 1 boiled egg, and a few slices of guava. Then build up over a week or 2. But wait until you see number 3, because this is where most people waste good protein without realizing it. Number 3, quality matters more than you think. Most people think protein is protein, but actually, some protein hits your muscles harder and faster. That matters after 75 because your muscle building signal is quieter than it used to be. A 2021 meta-analysis from the University of Birmingham found that higher quality protein had a significant positive effect on post-meal muscle protein synthesis and led to greater strength gains when combined with resistance training. In plain English, your muscles respond better when the protein is easier to use and rich in key amino acids, especially leucine. Leucine is like the doorbell for muscle building. You can stand outside the house all day, but if you don't ring the bell, nobody opens the door. Eggs contain leucine, dairy contains leucine, fish contains leucine, soy contains leucine. Fruit usually doesn't bring much leucine, but fruit like guava helps create a better setting for the protein that does. Here's a practical way to think about it. 3 eggs give you about 18 grams of protein. Good, but still modest for an older adult trying to build or keep muscle. Add 3/4 cup of Greek yogurt and now you're much closer to the target. Or use 1 cup milk with oatmeal plus 2 eggs plus guava on the side. Or use 1/2 cup firm tofu, which can give about 10 to 11 grams of protein, paired with soy milk and fruit. Not fruit alone, but fruit beside better protein. Not just something sweet, but something strategic. And let me add something important here. You do not need to fear eggs. Eggs are good. In fact, whole eggs bring useful nutrients. The mistake is thinking eggs alone solve age-related muscle loss. They don't. Your body needs enough total protein, enough quality, and the right meal pattern. That's why a breakfast of 1 egg and jam toast is not the same as 2 eggs, yogurt, and guava. Before we go further, if this is making sense so far, hit that like button. It tells me you want more videos like this. Number 2, your muscles need a reason to grow. Most people think if they just eat better, muscle will come back, but actually food is the building material. Movement is the instruction. Without that signal, the body gets lazy. Think about it like home delivery. Protein can arrive at your front door all day long, but if nobody brings it inside and tells the workers where to put it, not much gets built. That's what simple strength training does. It tells your muscles, we still need this tissue, don't throw it away. A 2024 meta-analysis of 18 trials found that protein supplementation combined with resistance training improved walking speed in older adults, and the benefit was strongest when protein was taken after exercise. That's huge because walking speed is not just about fitness, it predicts independence. So what kind of exercise are we talking about? Not fancy gym workouts. Start with sit to stands from a sturdy chair. Do 5 to 8 reps, rest, then do another round. Use your hands if you need to. Next, try wall push-ups. Then heel raises while holding the kitchen counter, then seated knee extensions. If you have a light resistance band, use it for rows and leg presses. 20 to 30 minutes 3 times a week is enough to start changing the message your body gets. Then eat your protein meal within 1 to 2 hours. That could be eggs and guava, Greek yogurt and guava, cottage cheese and fruit, tofu with fruit on the side. This is where the teamwork happens. The exercise opens the door. The protein walks in. The fruit helps the room stay ready. A 2021 study from Waseda University and a 2021 analysis from the University of Birmingham both point in the same direction. Timing and quality matter more when you're older. So ask yourself, are you feeding inactive muscle or are you feeding muscle you just asked to work? Big difference. But wait until you see number 1, because this is the step that makes all the others finally stick. Number 1, consistency beats intensity. Most people think they need the perfect meal plan, but actually what your body wants is repetition. The same helpful signals day after day, not a perfect Monday and a careless Tuesday, not a giant healthy brunch once a week. Consistency. Here's the thing. Muscle after 75 is less like winning a race and more like paying rent. You keep up or you lose ground. A little effort done often beats a lot of effort done rarely. For healthy older adults, many experts recommend around 1.0 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight each day. So if you weigh 70 kilograms, that's about 70 to 84 grams daily. Spread that across 3 meals and you're usually looking at roughly 25 to 30 grams per meal. Does that sound high? At first, yes, but once you build meals around it, it becomes very doable. Try this simple pattern. Breakfast, 2 eggs, Greek yogurt, and guava. Lunch, tuna, chicken, tofu, or beans with vegetables and fruit. Dinner, fish, turkey, or cottage cheese with potatoes or rice, and a vitamin C-rich produce food. Keep it steady. Keep it boring if you must. Boring works. A 2020 study from the University of East Anglia showed that people with higher vitamin C intake had better muscle mass. A 2024 meta-analysis supported by Xinjiang University linked higher fruit and vegetable intake with lower sarcopenia risk. A 2021 study from Waseda University showed the power of breakfast protein, and a 2021 meta-analysis from the University of Birmingham showed that protein quality matters, especially with resistance exercise. See the pattern? Your body is asking for simple habits, not miracles. I'd love to hear your story. What made you click on this video today? Share in the comments. Now let's pump the brakes for a second. I'm not saying this to scare you, but you do need to be smart. If you have kidney disease, severe kidney damage, or you've been told to limit protein or potassium, talk to your doctor or dietitian before pushing protein higher or eating large amounts of guava. If you have diabetes, fruit can still fit, but portion size matters. If chewing is hard, switch to softer options like yogurt, kefir, scrambled eggs, or a smoothie. If swallowing is hard, that needs medical attention. Don't ignore it. Also, if you have sudden weight loss, repeated falls, new swelling, dark urine, severe fatigue, or you can't get up from a chair like you used to, don't just watch videos. Get checked. Muscle loss can be tied to low appetite, medication side effects, poor sleep, inflammation, thyroid problems, or other medical issues. The earlier you catch it, the better. So you're convinced, but thinking, how do I actually do this? Start with the simplest option first. Tomorrow morning, don't change your whole life. Just build 1 muscle breakfast. Make it 2 eggs, 3/4 cup Greek yogurt, and 1/2 cup of chopped guava. If guava is hard to find, use an orange or kiwi. If eggs bother your stomach, use cottage cheese or tofu. If money is tight, buy plain yogurt, eggs, canned fish, dry beans, and the fruit that is cheapest where you live. Here's an easy daily routine. Wake up, drink water, take a short walk around the house, then eat a protein-rich breakfast with fruit. Later in the day, do 10 sit-to-stands, 10 wall push-ups, and 10 heel raises. Rest, repeat if you can, then eat lunch with protein again. That's it. Not fancy, but effective. And if your appetite is small, don't wait for hunger. Eat by schedule. Older adults often lose muscle because they simply don't eat enough soon enough. Set up the meal before you get tired. Keep boiled eggs ready. Keep yogurt in the fridge. Keep chopped fruit where you can see it. Make the healthy choice the easy choice. Look, there's a lot of noise out there. One person says eat only meat. Another says cut all carbs. Another says one supplement will fix everything. You don't need that confusion. You don't need to overthink this. Start with just one change. Add a real protein breakfast and pair it with guava or another vitamin C-rich fruit. Then add simple strength work 3 times a week. Then repeat. Your body will tell you if it's working. Standing up gets easier. Walking feels steadier. Your legs feel less shaky. You recover faster. Those are real signs. Small, but real. If this helped you, hit that like button. And if you want more videos like this, make sure you're subscribed because we post new health tips every single day. Stay healthy, stay strong.